अस्सलाम वालेकुम, होप ऑल ऑफ यू आर डूइंग वेल। सो आज हम जिस टॉपिक पे बात कर रहे हैं वो है हमारे पास ह्यूमन हार्ट। सिंपली वी कैन से दैट इन ह्यूमन हार्ट इज अ मस्कुलर organ responsible for pumping bloods through cardiac muscles by repeated contractions. The term cardiac means related to the heart. The bulk of the walls of heart chamber is made up of cardiac muscles. In a human body, heart is situated between lungs in the middle of chest cavity under breastbone. Heart is enclosed in a sac known as pericardium. Simply we can say that in this is a pumping organ of our heart. There is a fluid known as pericardial fluid between pericardium and heart walls. It reduces friction between pericardium and heart during heart contractions. The human heart consists of four chambers like the heart of birds and the others. Simple. The upper thin walled chambers are called left and right atria, and the lower thick walled chambers are called left and right ventricles. So, left ventricle is the largest and strongest chamber in the heart. Human heart work as a double pump. It receives deoxygenated blood with less oxygen blood from body and pumps it to the lungs. At the same time, it receives oxygenated with more oxygen blood from lungs and lungs. So moreover we can say that this in this it receives oxygenated blood from lungs and pumps to all our body. Inside heart chambers, the deoxygenated blood and oxygenated blood is also present, and is they are kept separated. Here is a brief description of the circulation of blood inside heart to show its double pump mechanism. Right atrium receives deoxygenated blood from body via the main veins, superior and inferior vein cava. When right atrium contracts, it passes the deoxygenated blood to right ventricle. The opening between right atrium and right ventricle is guarded by a valve known as tricuspid valve. Because it has three flaps, when right ventricle contracts, the blood is passed to pulmonary trunk, which carries blood to lungs. Tricuspid valve prevents the backflow of blood from right ventricle to right atrium. At the base of pulmonary trunk, pulmonary semilunar valve is present, which prevents the backflow of blood from pulmonary trunk to right ventricle. Moreover, the walls of left ventricles are the thickest one. These are the about to a half inch thick. They have enough force to push blood into the body. This gives an evidence that the structure of the parts of heart are adaptive to their functions. We can say that the oxygenated blood from lung is brought by pulmonary veins to left atrium. Left atrium contracts and pumps this blood to left ventricle. Simply, the opening between left atrium and left ventricle is guarded by a valve known as bicuspid valve because it has two flaps. When two ventricle contracts, it pumps the oxygenated blood in aorta, which carries blood to all parts of our body. Simply, bicuspid valve prevents the backflow of heart blood from left ventricle to left atrium at the base of aorta. Aortical semilunar valve is simply present, which prevents the backflow of blood from aorta to left ventricle. We said that right side of heart collects deoxygenated blood from body and attributes to the body. The pathway on which deoxygenated blood is carried from heart to lungs and is then oxygenated blood is carried from lungs to heart is called pulmonary coordination circulation. The blood in pulmonary circulation is at lower pressure, while then the blood in systematic circulation, it gives sufficient time to blood for gaseous exchanges in lungs. Both arteria are filled simultaneously. They contract together to pump the blood to both the ventricles. Similarly, both ventricles contract simultaneously to pump these blood out of heart. The walls of left ventricle are the thickest one. These are about to half inch thick. They have enough force to push blood into the body. So hope you enjoy this video. See you in next with better topics.